Master Chow Chinchows JoesphGames here, and welcome to the draft analysis video for your Chester Chinchous in the PIC Season 2. The draft happened last night, actually, from the night I'm recording this, and you guys will see this later on in the week. The draft should still be available on my channel, twitch.tv/JoesphGames. The link is in the description below. If you want to watch it, it's over 5 hours long. I will warn you now, but it is fun as hell. And I will tell you about the draft of the night later on when we get to our NU picks, because one of those, I cannot believe someone decided to pick this, but it's very, very interesting that someone would go all the way down to NU, PU, and possibly even Little Cup just to draft something. But it's a hell of a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to show you our team, because I think our team's pretty good. And you can leave thoughts and opinions down in the comment section down below. You can let me know sets that I should run on these mons in the comment section down below. You can let me know on Twitter and other things too. My assistant coach is Ninblaze. Go and check him out. His link will be down in the description below. He is an awesome Let's Player and a great friend. So he's awesome, and he's my assistant coach. Anyway, so I was behind the scenes doing all the behind the scenes things for the stream, making sure the stream was up to date, making sure we knew who was drafting at what time. I made a few mistakes here and there, but the fact is it was done, it was good, and I think we did rather well. Now, it's over 5 hours long, so hopefully if you're in for a long haul, grab a pot of coffee and go and watch the stream. You might need the entire pot though. Anyway, so the first round was Mega Picks. Now, how am I going to explain this layout to you guys? So basically, yeah, up top, but above my head, is going to be the Pokemon Shuffle artwork of all the mons that I've drafted. Down the side of me is going to be the Sugimori artwork of the mon I'm talking about at the time. Underneath that is going to be its base stats, Von Smogon, and of course, then underneath that's going to be its name, and the nickname I am picking for the entire tournament for that mon. And that's basically how I'm going to explain this. So let's get on to the actual draft. So as I said, I was drafted a little bit into the middle of the Mega round, which was the round that went up first. So I didn't get to draft the mon I actually wanted to draft through this tournament. For this tournament, I wanted Mega Venusaur. I really wanted Mega Venusaur, but I got sniped straight away. I got sniped really, really quickly. So I ended up going with something that I think is going to be interesting to use, Mega Altaria. I like Altaria. It is an amazing mon. It is really good third gen power. It is a defensive wall. If you know what you're doing, Mega Altaria can be a defensive wall. If you get a Cotton Spore, that thing is not going down for ages. That thing is not going down. But you can also, it's got the Pixelate ability, so it can run things like Hyper Voice, and it be Fairy type, so you get stabbed from it. You can use Hyper Beam, you could use a Draco Meteor, you could use like very powerful special Dragon type moves on it as well, and it works out really, really nicely. So Mega Altaria is a very amazing one. I cannot wait to use this. It's going to be awesome. I know it's not the best Mega, like for example, I know that like the first pick was Mega Metagross. It just went like straight away. That was the first pick that went, and then my pick is not as great, but I think it's power. I think it could do some serious work. I cannot wait to use it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So then we went into our OU round, and for the OU round, I was drafted at the wheel position. I was drafted number 10 of 10. So I got to do 2 picks straight in a row. And this is what I picked up. I picked up Dragonite in my first pick, and I'm really happy with Dragonite. Dragonite is a very good Dragon-type Pokemon, and I know that I've just drafted Mega Altaria as well, but the fact is, Dragonite can do the things that Altaria cannot do. Like, for example, you wouldn't build a physical Mega Altaria, but you would build a physical Dragonite, and it would work out really nicely. You can't really give Outrage to Mega Altaria, but you can give it to Dragonite. And that's what I wanted. Dragonite, it can do some serious work with things like Outrage. It can learn the elemental punches. It can do some serious work. I like Dragonite, and I want to use him really well. And Magic is going to do some amazing work. Yes, I'm calling it Magic after my good friend Magic Dragonite. You're still in my mind. You're still a good friend of mine, Magic. Whenever you come back to YouTube, that's fine with you. But, you know, I'm very, very happy to have Magic on the team. Okay, so in my second pick, because I was in the wheel position, so I got to pick two very, very quickly, right after each other, actually. So this is my wheel pick. I went for Ferrothorn. Now, the reason why I went for Ferrothorn is I wanted a mon that could set up. I wanted a mon that could put up spikes. I wanted a mon that could put up stealth rocks. I wanted a mon that could tank. And I wanted a mon that could do it all very, very well. And Ferrothorn to me is that. Ferrothorn is a very good mon that can do all that. And it should do that very, very well. It's very tanky. It supports my mons by the... It can take Fairy. It can take Fairy very, very well. And I'm weak to Fairy. I'm also weak to Dragon. And it can take Dragon quite well as well. Oh, you know, Steel resists. So Steel resists both Dragon and Fairy. And Steel is super effective on Fairy. So it works out really nicely. And the fact is, I think it doesn't get affected by things like, it has iron barbs, and it can't get affected by things because it's in the air. It doesn't get affected by things like spikes and stealth rocks and stuff like that because it's in the air. I think that's not how, I don't know how exactly it works, but it might work like that. But anyway, so Ferrothorn is my mon, and I like it, I really do. And then our final pick, because it went round again. And I got my third pick, and my third pick, I'm not exactly sure about it because a lot of mons went before it, and I feel like it was an amazing mon to pick up at this time. I went for Heatran. Now, I love Heatran. Heatran is my second favourite legendary of all time. It is a very powerful physical and special attacker with things like Lava Bloom, and you can do some serious work. Heat Wave, Iron Head, these... Earthquake, you can put Earthquake on it and it does really well. So it's a very good mon, and I cannot wait to use Heatran. Heatran is going to work out really, really nicely, and it goes with my types at this moment in time. And it counteracts Ferrothorn. So Ferrothorn is only weak to fire. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, Heatran works with that. Heatran can work with that. Heatran counteracts the firework and can destroy anything that comes in that's trying to kill my Ferrothorn. So hopefully Heatran is going to do some serious work. I mean, Rock Slide, that's awesome. So I cannot wait to use Heatran. I love Heatran. Heatran is going to be amazing. Colossal will do the work. Yes, I'm calling it Colossal. That is my name for it. Anyway, so we went into our UU picks after that. And in the UU position, I got drafted actually rather early in the UU position, and it worked out really nicely for me because I did get my mon that I wanted at the time, and I feel like it's a very good mon. And I know that it's probably not the best water type that I could have picked up, but I picked it up really nicely. I mean, I could have gone for something like Suicune. I didn't really want to go too OP, but I wanted a team that I could love and get to love. So I went for Vaporeon. Now, Vaporeon is a very bulky water type. It's very, very bulky. It can do a lot of damage with Scald, and it can handle a lot of physical and special hits. It is very, very bulky. It is a very bulky mon. And so Vaporeon to do some serious work, and it is the original Wet. So it is going to do some serious work. Wet the Vaporeon will do some amazing work. I cannot wait to use Wet. Scald should do some serious work. We can get Ice Beam. We can get Surf. There's a lot of things you can do with it. And it can tank. It can do a lot of great things. Plus we can Wish. I could put Wish on there, and that would work out really nicely. So that's a move that Eevee gets. So I could put that on there, and he could work, and that could work out really nicely. I could even Wish Baton Pass. So I could Baton Pass out of there, get the Wish, and then get onto somebody else who needs the HP. So that'd be awesome to do. So Vaporeon's going to work out some serious nice work, and I think it should work out really nicely. Now, with my types, I went for the next pick, and I think the next pick is really nice to go with the typings we've got so far. And it's a very special. It's a very special attacker that can run Choice Specs on, and that's what I wanted here. That's what I wanted. I wanted a very special attacker that I could run Choice Specs on. I went for Porygon Z. Porygon Z, or Prosperon as I'm going to call it, is a very amazing one. I think it can run Choice Specs very, very nicely. It runs a lot of great special attacking moves, plus it's also a little tanky as well. It can do some serious work. I really love Porygon Z. I know it can do some work for us, and I know that it's not going to let us down. Porygon Z, you will work. I know you will. I believe in the Porygon Z. We will prosper on to victory with the Porygon Z. Anyway, then we went on to our third UU pick, and I went on to pick up Vanchua. Vanchua is an amazing spider Pokemon. It is an amazing electric type from the 5th gen, and it is amazing. Plus the fact is I can set up sticky webs. It learns Energy Ball. It can get Compound Ice Thunder, so Thunder never misses. Someone can go up for a Fly or and then just get destroyed. I know Fly is not a move you use in competitive battle, but still, it's there. You know, it can handle any attack, and with Compound Eyes, it can hit still. So I'm amazed by the fact that Thunder is going to work on really nicely on Galvantua. Galvantua is going to work out really nicely. I can set up the sticky webs to make sure my team goes fast and the other team goes slow. So there's very much work I can do with it. It's going to work out really nicely. I think it can even learn Trick Room. Because a lot of my mons are quite slow. So there's definitely an idea there too. And I think Porygon Z can learn Trick Room too. So there's definitely some ideas. I'm going to have to work out some things. I think Galvantua is going to work out really nicely for us. So Charlotte is rejoining the team. Remember Charlotte from our Pokemon Black LP? That's the name I've gone for Galvantua. Charlotte is back. Anyway, so our next pick was from the RU tier. We went to RU this time. And RU, I picked up a few mons. I was again in the middle. And I liked the mons I picked up. I liked the first mon I picked up because the fact is Venusaur went really quickly. Mega Venusaur went really quickly. And I really wanted a Mega Venusaur. Sadly, I didn't get to my Mega Venusaur. But I did get its 5th gen alternative. And I really like it. Mungus. Mungus is amazing. Mungus is like VGC power. But the thing is, it can do some work on leagues too. It can Spore, it can Tank, it can put out Energy Ball and Sludge Bomb. It is a very good special attacker. It's literally the way I would have built Venusaur, but now it's an Mungus. So it can do some serious work. I mean, I can't run physical Mungus because it doesn't really get that many physical attacks. But special Mungus is amazing, and it plus counteracts my fairy weaknesses. Counteracts fairies and anything that comes in against fairies, so it really does really nicely for us too. Mungus should work out really, really nicely. I cannot wait to use it. So hopefully it should work out really, really well. I love Mungus. Mungus should work out well. Shrooms is going to do some work. Anyway, so our next mon that I picked up, I went for a little bit of a Haxie set here. I went for something I could run King's Rock on. And this is a very, very interesting mon. I went for Togetic. Togetic is amazing. I love Togetic. Togekiss is okay too, but I love Togetic. Togetic can work out some serious nicely. Lolhax is going to work well. This name is inspired by the Heated Mo, by the way, because he is the coach of the Toronto Togekisses, and basically he runs he's got a Togepi on his team. In the UCL, he had a Togekiss on his team, and basically he ran hacks. And that's what I'm running here. I will be running hacks, because this thing can run hacks with the flinches. It can run hacks with things like Thunder Wave. It can also do amazing with Defog, and Defog is amazing to get rid of all the hazards. It's there to protect me against hazards. It is a hazard protection mon, and it should do some serious work too. It can also do some very good special attacks and physical as well. It works well with physical. Plus we can also wish and then run away, baton pass away. So there's definitely some work it can do. I cannot wait to use Togetic. Hopefully it should work out really, really nicely. The next mon I went for was a mon I could set up substitutes with, and I think it's a really good idea to set up substitutes, plus be really tanky to handle that. I went for Registeel. Registeel's a very defensive mon. It is really, really defensive. It can do some work with defensive attacks. It can also very good special attacker as well. It can do the work. I love Registeel. It is a wall for a reason. This thing has a serious amount of bulk, and Registeel should do some amazing work. I cannot wait to use it, honestly. Registeel should do amazing. I cannot believe this thing is RU. This thing is amazing. Then we went down to our NU and UU pick, NU, PU and LC picks. Now I say LC because before I get into my picks, I want to go through the pick of the night. We went 4 hours and into the stream. We were coming into the final picks of the PU, of the NU. We were almost 5 hours in. We went into the final picks of the NU, PU, LC, low NU and under. I'll call it NU and under tiers. And we weren't expecting anything interesting until we got to John. Until we got to one, the Amityville Haunters and their pick. They picked Litleo. Yeah, I said it. Litleo. They went all the way down to LC and beyond to pick up a Litleo. I don't know what the hell he's going to do with that, but it's going to be interesting to see. I definitely think it's a pick of the night. I so much want to see this thing do work. I don't know what the hell he's planning with it, but like, it's there. Litleo. Litleo is in the Amityville Haunters, and I cannot wait to see what he does with it. I want him to bring it when we face each other. I don't know when that's going to be yet because the fixtures list is not fully confirmed. I have a fixtures list, but it's not been fully confirmed yet. They may still change things. So, go away, police car. I will wait. Yep, I will wait. Go away, police car. I'm trying to do my picks here. Anyway, so let's get in. It's still not gone away, has it? This is kind of annoying now. Damn police cars. I live in the most annoying place to live right now. So, there's police all around the place. Anyway, so I want to go for my picks for NU. Now, my first pick for NU, we got drafted pretty early into the NU picks. We got drafted 3rd. And I like the fact we got drafted 3rd because the fact is I got to pick this up. And I had to pick this up because the fact is it wasn't drafted last year. I had a sense that someone was going to snipe it from me. And I didn't honestly know if someone was going to snipe it from me if I didn't pick it at the time. So I went and picked it up, and I had to pick it up. It has to come with us no matter where we are. It's Lantern. Lantern has to come with us. And I don't care. Lantern is amazing. It has to come with us. You have to come with us, criminal. You have to be there. You have to do the work. Remember? You're going to do the work? You're going to do the work? You're going to do the work. You're going to be amazing. I'll put you back now. Anyway, so Lantern, the criminal the Lantern is coming with us. It is a very bulky mon. It can do some serious work on special attacks. I love Lantern. It is amazing. It is the mascot for a reason, and I love this mon, and it can do work. I know it can do work, and the fact is it's got Volt Absorb, it's got Water Absorb. I can switch the abilities out depending on week by week what I want to bring at the time, and I feel like Lantern would do some amazing work for us. Plus I can run Resto Chesto. I can run sets that I would have ran, you can run with Suicune on Lantern, and it works out really nicely because Lantern's very bulky as well. Suicune's bulky, but Lantern's bulky too. You can run a Crow Lantern set, you can run Resto Chesto, and it works out really nicely. And you can run a lot of other great moves as well. Lantern works well with leftovers, so there's definitely some work that Lantern can do. I cannot wait to use this thing. Plus you can specs it too, you can modest it specs, and it works out really nicely as well. So there's sets you can run with Lantern that make it amazing, and I want to prove that to the world that Lantern is not something you want to reckon with. It is something you want to fear. It is something you want to be scared of. I know it's weak to Earthquake, and I know that people would bring in Earthquake on it, or Energy Ball, or something like that, but I can handle those things. I can handle those things. The rest of the mons that I've drafted so far counteract all those things. So, hopefully, Lantern will be okay. Next I went for something that could use knockoff, or Night Slash, or do much dark type moves. I went for something with a little bit of controversy in. A little bit of superpower can do a lot of work, especially on this mon. I went for Malamar. Malamar is amazing. I love this mon. From the Sip Gen, it is amazing. It's probably one of my favourite Sip Gen Pokemon there is. It works out really, really nicely. Malamar can do some serious work. It's a very powerful physical attacker, plus the fact that it has some bulk as well. And you can use Topsy-Turvy. Topsy-Turvy turns its special stats into its physical stats, and it works out really nicely to do that. And you can opposite way around it too. So it works out really, really nicely. I cannot wait to use Malamar. It is a controversial Pokemon. It can do some serious work. I love Malamar. It's going to work. I love this one. And then we went into our final picks. This is where Litleo got picked up for the Amityville Haunters. And I still can't believe it got picked up. It is a weird mon to pick up. Cannot wait to see what you can do with it. Cannot wait to see what you can do with it. Anyway, so the pick I picked up, because I feel like my team needed a fighting type. I feel like my team needed some bulk, but also a very good, powerful fighting type that could run possibly a Life Orb, maybe even Toxic or Burn Orb, because it's got guts, so it can do some serious work. I went for Girder. Girder is amazing. I went for Girder. Girder can work. Girder is a very powerful mon. It does get guts. It does get the elemental punches. It can get Iron Fist. It can do some amazing work. I cannot wait to use this thing. Drain Punch. I can run this. Actually, I was planning on picking up Conkeldurr earlier on, but I kind of forgotten about it. So I can run this the same way I can run Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr sadly never picked up, but the fact is I can run this the exact same way Conkeldurr would have been ran. It can work out really, really nicely. Yes, it's not as tanky as its later brother, and there's another police car going by, which is annoying. It's not as tanky as its later brother, but the fact is it can do some serious work. It is a very powerful mon. I cannot wait to use this thing. It is going to work out really, really nicely. Go away, police car. I might have to record this again if you keep on doing this. Anyway, so yeah. Girder can do some amazing work. I cannot wait to use it. Go away, police car. Builder will do some amazing work. I cannot wait to use Girder. I cannot wait to use this team. This team is going to be awesome. And you guys can let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this team, what you think we can do with this team, and of course whether you support the Chester Chinchows in their pursuits to win the Pokemon Invitational Cup. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, shout out to the person who made the layout for the live stream. Pokenite, you're amazing. You're an amazing friend of mine. I go to you first for GFX, and there's a reason for that, because you're awesome. And the GFX you make are awesome. I love your GFX. You do really brilliant work. And you are the one who's inspired the design behind the layout for the battles. And of course, you are the one who's also, you designed the team prep. Because again, I'm using the exact same team prep layout that I'm using for the PDK. I've changed it round. I put the new logo. I put the logo for the PIC in. So hopefully it should work out really nicely. Cannot wait to use these GFX. Cannot wait for the battles to start. They start February 4th. Team. I'm going to be running this the exact same way that I run the PDK, which means, in other words, I'm going to be putting up videos on the day. Both team prep and battle will go up on the day. I know some people will run team prep on Tuesdays, and then some people will run and the battles on Thursdays. Battles are Thursdays, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to run both the team prep and battles on the same day, on the Thursday. So what you're going to get from me is 12 PM Greenwich Mean Time. You will get a battle. Oh, no, like 12 PM Greenwich Mean Time, you get the team prep. 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time, you get the battle. You get the battle on 8 PM every week. You get the bout 8 p.m. every week. Team prep 12 p.m. every week. So work that out. Use Google to work out what times that is in your area, and you'll know when there are battles, when there are team preps for both the PDK and the PIC. The difference is it's Wednesdays for the PDK, Thursdays for the PIC. So hopefully you'll all join us for the PDK and the PIC, and we will do some amazing work. Support your Chester Chinchows, and of course enjoy the videos coming up for you guys. So until next time, I'm JoesphGames, and I am out. See you again.